Hi, it's Benji on Benji 84.0. This is another The Walking Dead video. The Walking Dead videos have proved quite popular over the years. This is the second one up on this version of my content, of my channel. This is about the character Leah Shaw. Leah Shaw was in one episode in season 10, the penultimate season of The Walking Dead, and 8 episodes of season 11. And I'm going to briefly discuss the character. And there will be massive spoilers. However, you wouldn't be watching this if you weren't familiar with the character who is in the show right at the end, and the show itself. So Leah Shaw is played by the actress Lynn Collins, who was born in 1977, and she appeared in the show in 2021. Season 10 ended in 2021, in spring 2021, and she was in one of the episodes right near the end called Find Me. So she would have been 43 at that point. And then she's in season 11, the final season, was split into 3 parts. It went on for a whole year, over a year actually. I watched it in real time. And she was in the first third of season 11, the first 8 episodes, until she meets her sad and needless end. I said spoilers. The best part of season 11 is the first third of season 11. It's the final season of the show. The first 8 episodes were good, and Leah's a part of that. Leah and her crew, the Reapers. The first third of season 11, in my opinion, is pretty great, to be honest with you, despite what happens to Leah. I'll come into that. I hated season 11 overall, though. The second and third parts of it were just awful, and it ends, the final episode of The Walking Dead, the very final episode, was just absolutely terrible, awful. Anyway, this isn't an overview of the entire show. This is talking about Leah. So yeah, great actress to choose as well, Lynn Collins. So she was 43 and 44 years old, playing the part of Leah. Leah Shaw, very attractive actress, Lynn Collins. And here's something you may not know or remember about her, because I didn't. She actually plays Kayla Silverfox in X-Men Origins Wolverine. That came out in 2009, so over 10 years before she appeared in The Walking Dead. She was 32. Now Kayla Silverfox is quite a big part in X-Men Origins Wolverine. She's Wolverine's love interest. And Silver Fox is a supervillain from the comics as well. I just found that out when I was doing a bit of research for this video here. A really good part that in a big movie. And also she plays there was a big blockbuster in 2012, a Disney blockbuster called John Carter. Now, it lost money. It's one of the most expensive movies ever made. However, it was a big movie. I think off the top of my head, it's Taylor Kitsch that plays John Carter. And Lynn Collins plays the love interest in that, and they actually get married. She's called Princess Deja Thoris. I've got notes there I'm looking at. So 2 really big parts in big blockbusters. Very good looking actress, and a very good actress as well, and a really good choice for Leah, because Leah is Daryl's love interest, basically. And Daryl is her love interest. Now, she's a warrior chick. Leah, before the zombie apocalypse, was a soldier for the US Army in Afghanistan. And the Reapers, post-apocalypse, the Reapers are her crew. And some of the Reapers were also her, her comrades, her fellow soldiers in Afghanistan. So she knew them before the apocalypse, and she knows them afterwards. The Reapers are her crew, and they're extremely formidable in the first part of season 11. Very threatening group. She's the second in command. I'll come to that in a minute. So anyway, in the episode Find Me in season 10, it's almost a standalone episode. She and Daryl end up getting together, and then Daryl goes off. And as he's wont to do, Daryl, he likes to keep to himself a lot, fair enough. However, he's in a romantic relationship with Leah. He goes off from the group, the main group, and he's on his own, and she's living on her own, basically. Leah has become separated from the Reapers. She's living on her own. She had her adopted son, her late sister's son, actually, her nephew Matthew, living with her, and Matthew got bitten by a walker. He was a little boy and died, so she's been on her own since then. Her sister died in childbirth, and she took on the role of his mother well, not his mother, he's her adopted son, his guardian. Now he dies, so she's on her own. She has a dog with her though, and she's been all on her own. And she and Daryl's a loner type anyway. That's not a criticism. And they get together. He goes off again, and she leaves and goes back with the Reapers. Rejoins her crew, who were basically the villains in the first part of season 11. Like I say, they're formidable. However, you know, we do kind of see it from their point of view as well. You know, she's traumatized basically. She spent a lot of the apocalypse all on her own. Her adopted son, her nephew, her late sister's son. The sister died in childbirth. Like I said, he dies. He gets bitten by a walker, so that's awful for her. She's all on her own apart from the dog. And then Daryl goes off and leaves her, so she goes back to the Reapers. Now in season 11, the Reapers captured Daryl, and Leah reveals herself. She's the second in command. Pope is in command, at least for a while. He's the leader of the Reapers. He's particularly ruthless. Leah vouches for Daryl, even though she doesn't trust him. She vouches for him again and again. In the end, the Reapers take him in. However, Daryl's lying. Daryl can't be trusted. Now, Leah loves Daryl, and she goes to bat for him. She's a badass warrior chick. She's attractive, and she's cool. She's a cool character. And she's a short-lived character, which I'll come to imminently. She goes to bat for Leah, even to the extent... Leah goes to bat for Daryl. Leah goes to bat for Daryl, even to the extent of killing Pope. And then assuming command of the Reapers. So then at that point, Leah's in command. She does that really at Daryl's behest, kills Pope. Right? That's how much she believes in Daryl, how much she's willing to put herself out there for Daryl. And Daryl ultimately betrays her in a terrible way, in my opinion. He's lying to her all along anyway. He's an arsehole. I never liked the character Daryl, to be honest with you. Everybody loves him. Everybody seems to love him. He's one of their favourites. I always found him boring, to be honest with you. There might be other videos to come where I discuss, well, my two favourite characters in the entire franchise are Shane and Andrea. Now, I have in the past made a video about them. Didn't get a lot of views, particularly by the standards of my The Walking Dead videos. I might cover them again. I might cover Andrea again. There's a theme. I like badass warrior chicks. In fact, if you look at the videos I have up at the moment, the videos I have up now, I've talked about Firecracker in The Boys. There's a whole video about her. Go and check it out. I'm talking about Leah from The Walking Dead here. When I was my scathing video about The Walking Dead, The World Beyond, I was complimentary about the character Huck. She's a female soldier. There's a theme. I like those characters. I like those types of women, and I think Leah's cool. And Daryl's a dick, really. You know, she goes to bat for him. She vouches for him. She even kills Pope at his behest. And Daryl still ultimately betrays her in the worst way possible. So at that point, Leah has assumed command of the Reapers. Maggie shows up. Maggie, by this point, is super ruthless. So, you know, Daryl convinces Maggie to let Leah go with the remainder of the Reapers, like those that haven't been killed yet. I think there's her and 3 off the top of my head. So there are roughly 4 of them. However, Maggie changes her mind and kills all of the Reapers apart from Leah, who escapes. So now Leah's on her own again. Leah's all on her own. Traumatized. She knows Daryl's betrayed her. She knows that Daryl actually was with Maggie's group, which he told her he wasn't. He takes Maggie's side. I mean, Leah survives. However, all of her crew are dead now, and it's Daryl's fault, basically. Daryl's an arsehole. And that's not me simping for Leah, because if I had someone like Leah that had my back, I wouldn't be betraying her for Maggie. I mean, what does Daryl think? That Maggie's going to jump into bed with him? I get the impression Maggie... The Walking Dead's so ridiculous by the end. I noticed some longing looks between Maggie and Negan. Seriously. I think Maggie wants Negan to smash her, just like he smashed Glenn's head in with a baseball bat while she was pregnant with Glenn's baby and married to him. So that's how ridiculous The Walking Dead is. I wouldn't put it past it. Yeah, anyway, so in episode 8 of season 11, that's the first mid-season break or third season break. It's split into 3 sets of 8, like I said. Leah and Maggie are fighting in a cabin. Now Leah overpowers Maggie. Leah beats Maggie. Leah is about to end Maggie. Leah would overpower her, absolutely, and she does. And she's beaten her fair and square. She's about to end her, and Daryl comes in and shoots Leah in the head to save Maggie. Now that never sat right with me. I didn't like the character of Daryl anyway. Killing Leah like that to save Maggie. I mean, he didn't need to get involved. Leah had beaten Maggie. What's his? Why is he so? Where's the? Leah's his girlfriend basically that loves him and has had his back all along. Who's Maggie to him? Just a member of the group. Me and Maggie disappeared off for years on end. Who gives a shit about Maggie? Anyway, yeah, fuck Daryl. I don't like the group, to be honest with you. I don't like any of the characters by the end. The only... they cuck Negan and make him ridiculous. Totally, like, they basically neuter him. They neuter Negan and make him into a good guy by this point. It's fucking ridiculous. He was the only character I would have liked at that point. Then Leah's in it. Look what they do to her. Season 11 of The Walking Dead, the second and third sets of 8 episodes, absolute shit. The first set of 8 episodes, really good. A big improvement, actually. And a lot of that's thanks to Leah and the Reapers. Have I missed anything out? I'm just checking my notes. Well, no, I haven't. So yeah, Leah, excellent character. Lynn Collins does a really good job playing Leah Shaw. Really good choice. They've got a genuine movie star there, really. They, same as with Laurie Holden playing Andrea much earlier on. Now Leah doesn't have the impact on the show that Andrea did. Andrea was in it longer. However, Leah's a similar sort of character, even down to, having lost her sister, just like Andrea does right at the start of the show in season 1. Lynn Collins does a great job. Leah's a really good character, a badass, and I would not have played it the way Daryl did. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone if you think they might get something from it. Subscribe, and when you do, ring the notification bell. Comment. This is Benji on Benji 84.0. Hasta pronto.